नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सखगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सखगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। ओम तत्सत। हरे कृष्ण। By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge by which we can directly perceive ourself. Pratyaksha Bhagamam Dharmyam. Now we are successfully studying in the 13th chapter, Nature, the Enjoyer and Consciousness. We are understanding about Kshetra. We understood about Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnana, Nyaya, and Purusha also. We are studying now. And Prakriti also we are going to study in the 13th chapter and 14th chapter. So, once we understand this knowledge, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, just by knowing this knowledge itself, we are going to get freedom from this material bondage. Compared to the vast universe, our life is in this material world, we are very, 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 very insignificant compared to this universe, size-wise, everything. We are very limited. And even in this material world, our senses are very limited. We have imperfect senses. We can't see things which are very far and which are very close. We can't hear things which are very loud or which are very feeble. Same thing. All our senses have some limitations. So, we need to understand this fact very well. And even in the space, what we are talking about when we say something, the other galaxies or other things in this world, universe, they are very, very far away. Thousands of light years away, millions of light years away, millions and billions of light years, thousands of light years away. One light year itself is in this earth for the entire whole year. The light, when it travels, how much it can reach, that distance is 1 light year. For example, the sun, which is far away, very, very far away, it takes roughly about little more than 8 minutes to reach the earth. So the other galaxies, the other solar systems, what we are talking about, they are very, very far away. So such a very vast universe which is beyond our concepts, beyond we can conceive. It's achintya basically. Achintya. Achintya means inconceivable. That's what we need to understand. So, and Krishna is also achintya, achintya rupam. And the soul is also achintya. Avyaktoyam, achintoyam, avikaryoyam uchyate. But we can think about Krishna. Even though Krishna is achintya, even though the soul is achintya, but Krishna is saying that manasamyamya machitho. So our chitta. So our chitta means our thoughts. We can focus on Krishna. We can think about Krishna. It is very much possible. It's very easy actually with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We just have to develop that love on Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and understand that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So then always thinking about Krishna, remembering Krishna will take us to Golok. We should not be worried about what's happening in this world. We should not be thinking about what's happening in this world. Everyone is under the control of Maya. Everything is happening. Everyone is acting. Everyone is doing. Everything is just under the control of Maya. It's all happening. That's what we need to understand. So, but when we submit ourselves to Krishna, we are not committing any more sins. Even though we are forced to act helplessly by the three modes of material nature, once we surrender unto Krishna, we submit ourselves to Krishna, then Maya is not going to force us to do anything. Nahi kasyati kshanamapi jatu tisthati akarma krit karyatege avasyaga karma sarvaga prakriti jayat gunai. Karyatege avasyaga karma prakriti jayat gunai. So everyone is forced to act helplessly by the three modes of material nature, which is born from Prakriti. But if you are able to find happiness within ourselves, then Maya is not going to force us to act. Only when we are attached to the results, when we try to find happiness outside, so then only Maya is forcing us to act. So then only we are committing sins. But if we are able to find happiness within ourselves, anta sukham, yonta sukho antararamaga tathantara jyotirevayaga sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutto adigacchati. So we are Jiva Bhuta in this Jiva Loka, and when we focus on material sense objects, then we are forced to struggle and suffer in this material nature with six senses, including the mind. But with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, by understanding that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and Krishna is everything, and when we focus our mind fully only on Krishna, then we are going to find happiness within ourselves, because Krishna is also within our body as the super soul. So anta sukha, yonta sukho antararama, tathantas jyotirevaya. Sayogi Brahma Nirvanam Brahma Bhuto Adhikachadi. And that yogi achieves Brahma Nirvana and he attains the Brahma Bhuta. He will go to Goloka, Brahma Bhuta platform. Labante Brahma Nirvanam Rishayada Kshina Kalmasaha Chinnadvaito Yathatmanaha Sarvabhuta Hite Rathaka Labante Brahma Nirvanam. Once we achieve this Brahma Nirvanam, Labante Brahma Nirvanam. Risayaga. So the rishis, freed from all sins, Kshina Kalmashaga. Kshina means it's all ended, finished. Kshina Kalmashaga. All misgivings, all sins. Kshina Kalmashaga. So Rishayaga Kshina Kalmasaga. So Chinnadvaito Yathatmana. So Chinnadvaito. So they've destroyed the dualities. Chinna means destroyed. So we are not affected by the dualities in this material way. So that's what Chinnadvaita. So the real Dvaita is dualities. It is not Advaita or Dvaita. It's Dvaita is dualities. Yathatmana. So with that kind of endeavoring, so Yathatmana, Sarvabhuta Hite Ratha. So he is engaged in the welfare of all other living entities. He is engaged in the welfare activities for other living beings. That's what. Because once we are able to find happiness within ourselves, when we are not attached to anything in this material world, so when we are able to focus fully only on Krishna all the time, then we don't have to go after any material things in this material world. We can simply focus. Only we can do whatever act we do, whatever results comes, we can just give it to others. Because we are not attached. We should not be attached. We should not claim anything. So that's what we are supposed to do. In fact, this world, people are struggling and suffering. There are many poor people because few rich people are holding on to everything. They don't want to distribute. That is a problem. People are suffering and struggling in this material. So we need to understand this fact. So the devotees will not do like that. The devotees are not attached to anything in this material way. The devotees are attached only to Krishna. So that way, when we want to do everything only for Krishna, then we find happiness within ourselves. So, yastvatmaratireva syādatma triptascha manavaha atmanyeva cha santustaga tasya karyam na vidyate. So when we become Atmarati, when we are able to find happiness only within ourselves, Atmaratireva syāt, Atma tripta, when we find satisfaction within ourselves, when we are able to enjoy within ourselves, Atmarati, Atma tripta, Atma santushta. So tasya karyam na vidyate. For such a person, there is no duty to do. So when there is no duty to do, then how can Maya force us to do? How the three modes of material nature can force us to act when there is no duty for us to do? That's what we need to understand. So, karyatega avasyaga karma sarvaga prakriti jayakmani. Nahi kasyati kshanamapi jatu tistati akarmakrit. Karyatega avasyaga karma sarvaga prakriti jayakmani. So, not even a single moment we can refrain from doing something. But when we are able to find happiness within ourselves, satisfaction within ourselves, realizing very well that we are not the body, we are the soul, and focus only on Krishna's service, and when there is no duty for us to do, then nahi kasyati kshanamapi jati tisthite akarmakrit won't apply to us. We can sit. Not even a single moment one can refrain from doing something, but we can refrain from doing everything. Nothing is going to force us to act. We are not answerable to anyone. Naivatasya kritenartho na kritenehe kaschana nachasya sarvabhutesu kaschitartavyapas. We are not answerable to anyone. We don't have to work for anyone. We don't need to satisfy anyone. We just have to please only Krishna and find happiness within ourselves. Then we are no longer forced to act and there is no duty for us to do. So that is the way we need to get liberation. That's why Krishna is telling Arjuna there, Tasmat asaktaha satatam karyam karma samacharan asakto hi acharan karma paramapnoti purushaka. When there is no duty to do for us, when we are not answerable to anyone, when Maya is not forcing us to do anything, so Krishna is asking us to act without any attachment. Asaktaga satatam karyam karma samacha. So all the activities, everything, perform without any attachment. Asaktaga. Tasmat asaktaga satatam karyam karma samacha. Asaktogi acharan karma paramapnoti purushaga. That's it. So, when we are able to do all our activities without any attachment, we are going to achieve the supreme person, that is Krishna. Asakto acharan karma paramapnoti purusha. So that's what the devotees do. Devotees are not forced to act, but they still act. Sakta karmani avidvamso yatha kurvanti bharata kuryad vidvam sata asaktaga chikirsuga loka sangram. That's what Krishna says. Avidvamso, a person who has no knowledge, avidvamso, he is attached to the results of activities. He is attached to the activity. Sakta karma, avidvamso. Yatha kurvanti bharata. How he is doing it. O Bharata. How he is doing it. How he is acting. So, Sakta karmani avidvamso yatha kurvanti bharata kuryad vidvams tata asaktaga. You also do like that person, but you are a vidvams. You have the knowledge. So, you don't be attached. Asaktaga. Kuryad vidvams tata asaktaga. So that way, simply do it for the benefit of this world. Chikir shugu loka sangram. That's what Krishna says. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, we don't have to sit idle. We will do everything very nicely only for Krishna. So when we do everything only for Krishna, then by Krishna's causeless mercy, we will be able to go to Goloka. So that's what Paramapnoti Purusha. That kind of opportunity, we got it now. We cannot lose it. We should not miss it. This opportunity, what we have got right now. So for us, studying this Bhagavad Gita is everything in our life. Following Krishna's instructions is everything in our life. And doing everything as an offering to Krishna is everything in our life. That's what we are supposed to do. If you do like that, then by Krishna's causeless mercy, we can reach Goloka. We can go to Goloka. So, that's what we are supposed to do. So, chant Hare Krishna and be happy and study Bhagavad Gita, spread Bhagavad Gita, prepare prasadam, offer prasadam to Krishna, and do everything only for Krishna. All the time. Dedicate our life to Krishna. That's what Madchitta, Madgata, Prana. That's what Krishna says. So, our thoughts, our chitta should be only Krishna. Yatro paramate chittam niruddham yoga sevaya tatra evatmanatmanam pasyati atmani tushyati. Pasyan atmani tushyati. Sukham matyantikam yattat buddhigrahim atindriyam veti yatrana chaivaya sitaga chalati tatvataga yam labdvacha param labam manyate na adhigam tataga yasmin sito na dukke na gurunapi vichalyate tam vidyad dukkha samyogam yoga samjaya. So that's what Krishna says. So we should be able to find happiness within ourselves. Tatra chaivatman atmani atmanam pasyati. So sukham atyantikam. So that's what we need to achieve, that sukham, happiness. Sukhena brahma samsparsam atyantam sukham ashnude. That's what will happen. So that kind of happiness we should be able to feel that is possible only with Bhagavad Gita knowledge, and we are getting there slowly and steadily. Sanegi, Sanegi, Uparame, Buddhya, Dhriti, Grihitaya. So that's what is happening. So now we are successfully studying in the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we finished 28 slokas. In the sloka number 27, Krishna is teaching us there. Yavat sanjayate kinchit Sattvam stavara jangamam kshetra kshetrajna samyoga tadvidde bharatarshava. So whatever is produced, yavat sanjayate kinchit, whatever is coming, whatever comes into being, so comes into existence, sattvam. So whether it is non-moving or moving, stavara or jangamam. So they are just by the combination of kshetra and kshetrajna. That's it. We studied at length about what is kshetra, what is kshetrajna. Mahabhutani ahankaro buddhi avyaktamevacha indriyani dasayekam cha panchaichendriya gochara chadvesa Sukham dukkam sangataka chetana triti etat kshetram iti prokta. So that's what Krishna says. What is kshetra? All the 24 elements of material nature, if we consider 3 modes of nature as one thing, or if it is 26 elements of material nature, if we consider sattvam, rajo and tamo guna separately. So they are all kshetra, and kshetrajna is the soul. So the combination of kshetra and kshetrajna, kshetrajna samyoga. So that's what all the moving and non-moving living entities, like trees, plants, everything is stavara, and jangamam is the moving. So Krishna said very clearly that also living entity, like we now only, like in the past century, maybe we find out that even the plants have souls. Plants are living entities like that with our science, modern science. But Krishna said very clearly that stavara, jangamam. So there is a combination of kshetra and kshetrajna. What is science? Krishna is teaching all the science here. So the law of conservation of mass, the law of conservation of energy, like the plants having living entities, everything we study. Prakriti with Krishna says vidya anadi. So prakritim purusham chaiva vidya anadi ubhava. So that's what the law of conservation of mass and law of conservation of energy. So tadvidhi bharatarsham. O chief of the Bharatas, know that whatever you see in existence, both the moving and the non-moving, is only a combination of the field of activities and the knower of the field. Then in the next sloka, in the sloka number 28, Krishna is teaching us that Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tistantham parameshwaram vinasyatsva vinashyantam yapashyati sapashyati. So one who sees the Parameshwara, the Supreme Lord, who is seated in everyone's body, sarvesu bhutesu tistantam, so is indestructible. So one who sees that the soul and the super soul is indestructible. Vinasyatsva avinashyantam. So when the bodies are getting destroyed, so the soul and super soul is not destroyed. And anyone who sees like this, he actually sees. Ya pasyati, sa pasyati. Anyone who sees this actually sees. One who sees the super soul accompanying the individual soul in all bodies, and who understands that neither the soul nor the super soul within the destructible body is ever destroyed, actually sees. Then in the next sloka we are continuing, in the sloka number 29. Samam pashyanhi sarvatra samavastitham ishvaram nahi nasti atmanatmanam tato yati param gati. So one who sees the Supreme Lord, Isvara, so that is a super soul, equally in every being. That's what Sarvatra Samavasthitam. Samavasthitam, equally situated everywhere. Krishna is there in everyone's body as the super soul. That's why Krishna said that Yomam Pasyati Sarvatra Sarvam Chamayi Pasyati Tasyaham na pranasyami Sachame na pranasyati. When he sees me in everything, when he sees everything in me, for him I am not lost, for me he is not lost. That's what Krishna is teaching here again, that Samam Pasyanya Sarvatra Samavasthitam Iswaram Nahinasti Atmanatmanam. Then he is not going to degrade himself with his mind. Atman, Atmanam. So the mind is our worst enemy, correct? If we don't control it. So that means it leads us to hell. But one who sees Krishna everywhere and who treats everyone equally, so then for him, the mind is not going to bother him. So that's why Nakinasti Atman Atmanam and Tatoyati Param Gatim. And he achieves the supreme destination. One who sees the super soul equally present everywhere in every living being does not degrade himself by his mind. Thus he approaches the transcendental destination. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 29 slokas in the 13th chapter. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hina Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for today's class. Every day we wait for your class and we feel happy. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Krishna's mercy. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Ravindra Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranams Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Everything is fine, Guruji, with the consciousness of Krishna. There is no question. Very nice to be in your class always. Thank you very much, Guruji. So grateful to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Rajeshwari Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Nalla andadhu. Thank you very
much. Nandi Mataji, thank you Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Pranam Prabhu.
Interesting session today also. You have beautifully explained that Maya, with Maya, we cannot find happiness. We will entangle. If we go to Krishna, remember Krishna, then the happiness within we can get. And,
yes.
And that is the real essence of that thing. And then Maya cannot force us to act according to that, and we can suffer a lot. That is the really beautiful way you have explained. Thank you, Guruji, for all this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Palniappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare. So today, as he was telling, same thing. Maya cannot do anything once we are happy within ourselves. It's a very good explanation you have given to us today. That is very, very interesting thing. So that we can focus on Krishna all the time. That is the thing. That is more important. And then the sloga also says equally, super soul equally distribute on everybody in the earth. So we have to remember that and do it. If that is the case, then we will be happy always. That's another support of whatever you said in the earlier. It is totally supporting. That is a very good thing today. We learn. Thank you, Guru.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji, thank you for the class. And this 13th chapter is really very, very interesting, Guruji. Yes. I will revert tomorrow, Guruji. I'm in the hospital. Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Very nice class, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
Bhagavad Gita earlier, these slokas was very difficult, Guruji. But nowadays it is very interesting.
Yes, Mataji. When
For
you
your
study
guidance,
again and again, everything
guidance,
is
Guruji, really.
yes, very easy to understand. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. Your guidance is very needed for us, Guruji.
Krishna's mercy, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम
Dandavad Pranam.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा
Hare Rama,
हरे
Hare
रामा
Rama,
रामा
Rama
रामा
Rama,
हरे हरे
Hare Hare.
ரொம்ப நன்றி சார் हरे
Nandi
कृष्णा
Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class, Guruji. Very interesting class
Yes.
with lot of science also included today with the law of conservation of mass, energy, and
Everything
the soul.
is Bhagavad Gita. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So when we were discussing today, no, Guruji, I got one kind of thought. So this earth is, I mean, this entire universe and cosmos is created in cycles, right? So by the, and afterwards during Brahma's night time, it is all destroyed, and one full night time, it is all in inert state.
Yes.
So when it, when the another universe is formed again, it need not be formed in the same way as we have now. It can be
Yes,
formed in
yes.
any other way also, right?
That is true, mother. It
The-
can happen in any other way.
Will the same laws of physics and chemistry which we have now, will that same thing continue? I was wondering.
Everything, physics, everything may be different, like in the sense, even now itself, if you go to different planets, there it changes, correct? Like day and night changes, and the law of the gravitational force also changes.
On the
every day.
moon. Yeah, yeah.
So
Correct,
based
correct.
on that, the things are changing already. So it's all happening. Yes, mother. So many universes are also here. It is getting created, annihilated. All these things are continuously happening.
Yeah, it's so interesting, Guruji. This entire thing is so interesting to understand and to see how this whole cycle happens.
Exactly. Yes, mother. Yes, mother. Everything is
And
very.
yes, yes. And we, in spiritual plane, it will be even more better, right? Whatever happens, we are only seeing the material plane right now. So
That is correct,
very
mother. Everything we are seeing in the. So that's why this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we have to see through the eyes of this Bhagavad Gita. That's what is very important. So Jnana Chakshusha. So many times Krishna says that Ya Pasyati Sa Pasyati. One who sees like this, he actually sees. So that's why we need to see everything through the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So through the lens of this Bhagavad Gita. But we are very lucky, very, very extremely fortunate. We got the opportunity now. As Asha Mataji was also mentioning that these slokas are becoming very easier for us to understand when we keep on studying. Yes, ma'am.
yes, yes, Guruji.
It's all, we will
Every
become
time a new facet comes, every time the same slokas listen to, a new facet is revealed.
all eventually become great experts in this Bhagavad Gita by Krishna's mercy. Yes, ma'am. So it will happen.
Thank you very much, Guruji.
Thank
Hare
you, ma'am.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mataji. Kadiraman Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Guruji, very interesting class. Today's class is very wonderful class, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Guruji, when we will start Tamil class, Guruji?
That's a good question, Prabhu. I want to start, but I'm right now teaching every day Tamil Bhagavad Gita to the college students. So maybe I will let you know, Prabhu. I'll find it out. Yes, Prabhu. So I'm specifically teaching to the college students who comes on the video conferencing, not just Zoom only, Zoom video. So that's what I'm explaining. We will start at some time. Yes, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy.
My daughter Mirdula is asking to me when class, Guruji, when start Tamil class, when start Tamil
So
class.
how old is she now, Prabhu? What's grade
She is studying in third standard, Guruji, third
Very
standard
nice.
now.
It's grown bigger. Yes.
Yes, Guruji.
So
So,
I will try to say that thing what I'm giving, but I will find it out. Yes, Prabhu. We'll
yes,
do that.
Guruji.
At least weekly once we should plan. I will find out this. Right now, because that morning time for me, evening India time, I'm teaching to the college
Yes.
students.
Yes.
We'll
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna.
Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna. Sunil Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा गुरु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम गुरु जी।
धन्यवाद प्रणाम प्रभु। हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे
कृष्ण
हरे,
हरे
हरे
हरे,
राम
राम राम राम राम हरे हरे।
प्रणाम गुरु जी, दंडवत
प्रणाम प्रभु। हरे कृष्ण। लक्ष्मी श्रीधर प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
प्रणाम प्रभु। हरे कृष्ण।
Matchless mercy of Krishna. Actually, I missed some classes. Today also I have become a little bit late. The last few lecture I have had. In that what I learned is we should not have attachment for the results, and devotees are not forced to act, but still they act. A person who don't have the knowledge is attached to results of activities. And we have to study Bhagavad Gita and offer prasadam to Krishna, dedicate our life to Krishna, and throughout we have to, all our thoughts also we have to dedicate to Krishna. We should find happiness within ourselves. We have to achieve that happiness. By the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we progress. That much only I could hear in the lecture. And sloka number 27, 13th chapter, what we learnt is whatever comes into existence, either moving or unmoving, they are just by the combination of kshetra and kshetrajna, that is field and knower of the field. In the sloka 28, it is told that one who sees Parameswara as Supreme Lord, seated in every soul, and thinks it is indestructible. Soul and super soul both are indestructible, and our body is destructible. That one have to understand. And in the latest sloka number 29, Krishna says, one who sees Supreme Lord as Supreme Soul equally in every being, and he does not degrade himself with his mind. Mind cannot control him. That is what that state he can achieve, and he achieves the supreme destination. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Yeah, I also missed a few classes. I was in the mid of traffic somewhere. Could not able to interact or able to continuously listen. The chapter 13 is so essential for our life. It accommodates everything. Whatever our question, our inquisitive mind think about, we get all the answer from chapter 13. So nicely explained. So the one example we can give, in the deep sea, everything is calm. All the disturbance happens, action, reactions, all these things happens in the seashore. When we go into the deep sea, nothing happens. Everything is, there is a total dead calm there. So when we synchronize with Krishna through Bhagavad Gita, the whole calmness, it will come within. When you have that calmness, your soul will not allow you, your mind will not get disturbed. It will not ask you to do something which is unwarranted. So that action, reaction, all goes away. So like deep sea, there is a gravitational force is very, very less. Something is there in the science. It become calm. That is why in the origin. Similarly, our mind also, it's like a deep sea. So we are seeing everything what we are seeing and perceiving that this is the world, this is universe, this is physics, this is chemistry. But when we look at in oneself, I mean, immerse with Krishna's thought process, all these things looks like fake. So nothing is real. So what we see within ourselves, soul and super soul, that is what is the one connections. Like energy, the electricity what we get, it doesn't do anything. There is a positive energy, negative energy. There is a earth wire is connected, and we are seeing TV. All these things happens, but the energy is in a continuous basis. It doesn't perturbed by anything. So that is what Krishna is explaining. So that energy what Krishna gives to us, the whole world, that energy has to be calm and quiet, do nothing, not be perturbed, not to be disturbed by anything external noises, and we need to keep ourselves calm. That is what is important here. So coming back to Sumati Mataji's questions, the thought process what I came to know, what I understood, is nothing but what we see, that is what Krishna fulfills. So because he is in everybody's soul, if collectively a person wants a nuclear bomb, Krishna allows us to, manufacture the nuclear bomb. People go towards that, and they themselves will be the destroyer. Krishna is not a destroyer; they themselves will be a destroyer. So as long as we keep ourselves calm and connect ourselves with the Krishna through Prakriti, nothing will happen. That is where we are going to immerse ourselves. The water goes to the water only. The smoke goes to the smoke only. So the body remains. Our soul and super soul will go to the place. If our karma is null and void, so we'll get into Krishna's param feet. If that pros and cons goes in a different way, even if we do punya also, we have to do that balancing act. So when Karna has done so much of punya, and he also done the sin by joining with Duryodhana, Adharma, he joined. He joined because that his friend has given him everything. So on the perception of Karnan, he want to sacrifice his whole life to the friend who gave him all the respect and everything. But he failed to understand that respect is Maryada or whatever kingdom he got, it is all artificial. So he failed to understand that, but he continued to do that dharma, whatever it is. So Kavasha Kundala, he gave it to Krishna. Krishna asked him. So it is very simple. Whatever you do, even if you do punya, there should be equilibrium.
You got muted.
We may come back. We may come back. And you earlier told, in Goloka, there is no coming back. It is a permanent seat for us. So that is what we have to look at. And that is what the whole Bhagavad Gita is teaching about. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare.
Thank you, Guruji, for today's class.
Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sahu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
Guruji. For long interval.
Yes.
Really, due to my carelessness, I think. I realize the blunder I have done, but somehow I was very fortunate to be connected with Lord Krishna, and I don't know the mechanism. Somehow it was deleted, that Zoom. So there was some other problems, whatever, I don't mind because of my carelessness. So why this class is the Maya has covered me. I could not able to get out of the Maya, I think so. So Lord Krishna is very kind enough, and Guruji, because of your mercy, again I connected for long interval, I think more than 6-7 months after I joined. So whatever it may be, it is that the Maya is a very nice class today that Mani Prabhu has nicely presented. Very touched my heart. The analogy, the deep sea is calm and quiet, and we should be like that. We should be connected. And Khetrajna, this is a very important chapter. We have to go deep into this. It is very essential. So all the chapters, any word is very important. But this chapter touched my heart. And about the Maya, we are nowadays much more prevalent. We are covered with Maya. How to get released? Only Lord Krishna. We should not be perturbed by this. What is happening? This is Jangama or Stabara, moving and non-moving. And we should not be affected. Those are connected with Lord Krishna, they won't be affected with all these happenings. And they are always with Lord Krishna. And really it's a nice sloka, and we have to go deep into this. So Guruji, because of your mercy, we are enjoying this class. I realize the importance of Gita. And yesterday really, I was totally, because of election, you know that in India, it is election is going on, and I was having duty. I got back whole night because as a presiding officer, and I just came back whole night. I could not sleep. Still then I was connected today. I am very fortunate because of Lord Krishna is very mercy towards me. And I could not expect that I will attend this class today. When I got up now, immediately, what is mind came to my mind. And really, I connected. I could not expect that I will join. I could not able to join this class. I tried. Somehow it was deleted. So luckily, I got a chance, opportunity to join the class. And Mani Prabhu and Mataji, all devotees. And I am really happy that again I got back to again this Golaka. Now I am in the other loka. This is Sthula. Now Sukma Loko. This I can understand. The subtle world I came. This is the life I am enjoying. Now my heart is with Lord Krishna really, and Guruji, because of your mercy. And thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman, Naman, Naman.
Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,